Hey y'all, and welcome back to your girl Brittany with BB's Crafts. Thanks so much for hanging out. I wanted to do a project share of what I created for a swap that Tiffany is hosting over on her page, Coffee Cake and Crafting on Facebook. This is the tiny swap where we were to either make a box or something that had to have been less than like 4 by 6 and 2 inches deep, and you were to make four teeny tiny embellishments, which are no bigger than 2 inches. You were to answer some questions, like it was like a love hate questionnaire and your favorite like Easter memory. You were to create 2 note cards with envelopes and also include a handmade goodie. So, like me, I'm a crocheter, so I would like crochet something, which I didn't do this time around, but those were the contents, and then it had to be like loaded like in a box, or you could do like a loaded hoop or something. It just had to have been smaller than like a 4 by 6. And so for my project, I used this chenille project pad, and it's called Head in the Clouds, and it has different variations of, it has like unicorns and castles and dragons, and it also has mermaids. So I went with a mermaid theme because she also included that it had to be like cutesy or springy or something along those lines. So I'm like, I never played with a mermaid collection, so let me go ahead and do that. So this is how my packet or my swap is packaged, and of course it's all completely wrapped up. I even have bubble wrap on the inside to try to save what I did on the top. I just did some ribbon across it, and I have this little keychain, which I'll go into more detail about. This is actually my handmade item. We are in groups of 3, so I did leave one out unpackaged, so let's take a look. So this is what I created. Isn't she cute? Oh my gosh, I love it so much. So on all 3 of the boxes, they have a different little girl on here, but she's still a mermaid, and it's still like the same scene aesthetic. So I did some paper layering with gold, and then from the paper collection, and then I added like this coppery gold doily in the background, and then I took some of this cheesecloth and I spread it all throughout the top of the box here. And then, like, those flowers you get from like the Dollar Tree, I took some of those pieces off that kind of reminded me of like coral or like the ocean life, and I had added those in here. And then I took some green eyelash trim and added that on there as well. I had the little mermaid popped up on a rosette, and then these little green little doodads here I made with those those super annoying little tube confetti from Dollar Tree. I've said it before, it's super annoying, but I have some and I just don't want to give it away and be like, hey, have this super annoying stuff, So what I did was I took some hot glue, and then I added the little tube confetti on there to create like the little, I don't know all the words, but like I know what I envisioned. And then I added these little star beads so they could be like starfishes, and I have I took some stamen to make it look like an anemone, and I have some flowers here, and then I took some beads in the blues and whites in like the pearlesque color to kind of emulate bubbles. And so that is that. And then I altered the little Dollar Tree drawer. So this is a perfect, because this is 4 inches squared and it's a little less than 2 inches deep. So I thought it was absolutely perfect for this swap. And then, so on the inside, I don't have everything packaged up for this one yet. So my handmade item is, I did a faux leather mermaid tail, and I cut it on my Cricut maker, and I just did a mirrored image so I could adhere to the back, and then I stitched around the edge, and then I made this teeny tiny little bow to go at the bottom of the tail, and then I added a little flower here. I added the initials. There is another person in my group that has the letter T, so I put Tiffany's first and last name initials on there. Then I have a little bow and a tassel, and it's a little key ring, so she has that as a keychain. And then there were some things that we were supposed to answer, and so I made it into a little a seashell booklet. And so the first thing was a love-hate questionnaire, and I'm just gonna let you guys know I hated everything except for some jelly beans and the Reese's peanut butter eggs. So, and then we were supposed to talk about an Easter memory. And now I know I did our mermaid theme, but you can do like any kind of cutesy, girly, fun theme you wanted. But because Easter's right around the corner, these were the things that she wanted answered. And so I have my little Easter memory on there. So it's a cute little booklet and a little seashell. And then for my note cards, aren't these adorable? So I created the tail on my Cricut Maker, and then I just did some simple shapes of circles, and I just punched them out in various blue hues to kind of emulate like kind of like scales, but also water as well. And then I took my white gel pen and created bubbles, added a couple pearls there, and then this one says mermaid tails, and this one says seize the day. So those are my note cards. And then we were to make teeny tiny embellishments. And for my embellishments, I did a little of like a faux type of little seashell here, and then I added some pearls, and they all have sentiments. And this one says my heart's desire, and I added a bow there. And then I created another seashell on my Cricut Maker as well. I made it into like a little shaker. There's some sequins on the inside there, and then I did some tulle backing, and I added some little flowers and a little mermaid sequin. And then I did a little mermaid tail again with a little bow on there, and then I did a bottle cap with some silver thread and a flower, and then this one says true friend. So that is what I created. I do hope my partners enjoy it and can find use for it, but if not, they can always take the contents out and reuse it. So it's just a nice cute little decorative piece here. So thank you so much, guys, for watching my creation today. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.